Hello and welcome everybody, I am your humble host Gavin the Kitty, and today we are playing Mega Man Maker. This is a fan game that I really enjoy, but I haven't had a chance to really show it off on the channel, and I figured we're right in the middle of a break between playing Classic and playing X. We might as well play Mega Man Maker. Everybody likes this game as far as I could tell. But it's one of the really good ones, so I can't wait to really show this off. Hello AK, welcome to the chat. Alright, let's just I was just gonna find levels at first and then we'll try the Wily challenge later. I've always had some issues getting levels that way, so. An error occurred. Undefined response from well, that's a little silly. That's really silly. Am I not on the right version? I might not be on the right version. I figured it would I'm not on the right version. I figured it would prompt me to, like, I don't know. Update? No? Okay. How is the chat doing today? I know I have been gone for a little bit, but I'm back. I have free time for at least a little bit today. I'm not sure how long of a stream it's gonna be, but it'll certainly be a stream. Give me a moment to fix playing the wrong version. I don't know how I did that. I'm like, ah, yes, the one file I have. Oh, yes, because that's all I've got right now. Furry says they have rolled in. Well, welcome, Fevs. We are... Oh, good. It still reads that as that. And I just broke everybody's eardrums with that. Got it. It needs to come down just a little more. I've got my Discord open, so any of my co-hosts can join if they've got the ability to. Let me try again. There we go. Now, let's try to find some levels. There we go. So, if you guys have any stages from this game that you'd like for me to try, feel free to put the codes in. We'll start with the top one here, and then after this first one, we'll jump between a few things. Got Pirate Man here for the boss. Slide enable, but charge is disabled, so we're playing by Mega Man 3 rules. And we got some lovely remixes. What are my controls? Oh. That's right. I'm not supposed to use this controller because triangle is my jump and X is my shoot. And I have no way to change that because the game doesn't read my D-pad as a D-pad. I'm running into technical problems. Can you tell I've been making a fursuit all weekend? My brain is absolutely dead. For context, folks, I spent all day yesterday with Casey working on Furry's Fursuit head, and we just got it done. But the problem is that I still have to wait till the weekend to actually finish it. Like, give it to them. I'm gonna plug in a different controller and see what we can get here. Sorry for all the technical hiccups. Usually this doesn't happen on my streams. Generally, we go over really smoothly with all the setup done, but I had to pick a game and everything else today, so I had to move the things schedule around. So, okay, let's see. Controller. controller can yours? This will work. Maybe. If I'm lucky. If I'm lucky. Hello, Drew! Do Mega Man Arena next time. I don't have any multiplayer for today, so that's why we're doing Maker. But later this week is Mega Man X and New Super Luigi U. I just couldn't do Luigi U today because we have no co-host, and for that game I really wanted to do the multiplayer. So, oh, there we go. Options, configure controls. Hello, Soma! Well, I was using a PlayStation Classic controller, and now I switched to a GameCube Switch controller. I love that it just doesn't let me fix the controls, because it doesn't read my joystick as a D-pad. Anyways, let's try this again. But welcome, everybody. I'm glad to see people come in. If you guys have made levels, like, let me try them. Let's see here. Wily Punch. Let's go for it. This one's got 12 likes. Oh, we got all sorts of weapons. That's good. But chat, how is the chat doing? How is everybody holding up? Alright, yeah, D-pad just doesn't work. I'm gonna have to use... Oh, we've got the same issue, but it's a little better because of the layout. Oh, they added Evil Eddie. That's interesting. I haven't kept up with this game, so... Huh. Well, I do not like playing with the joystick, that's for sure. And this control layout has me all sorts of confused. And I can't change it because it won't let me skip the D-pad or anything. I forgot Evil Eddie. He debuted in Mega Man 11, right? Yes, he did. He debuted in 11, and then everybody seemed to ignore him because the double gear system existed. But Evil Eddie is one of those little frantic things that I think they could have used more in stages. Like, he was a really fun gimmick. Would have been nice to also see Eddie actually come back. Ooh, hidden checkpoint, too. Nice. Ah, yes. But I have been busy working on a fursuit head, doing artwork for a poster, making a whole bunch of little adjustments, getting tickets for stuff, telling somebody they need to love themselves regardless of what they think. You know, the usual stuff that I end up having to do. Except for that first one, I usually don't have to do that one. And no, it wasn't me this time. No, you... who is Evil Eddie? He's Evil Flip Top. He is a character from Mega Man 11 that would take items when you got near them and try to run off with them. And if you could knock him out, you'd get the item. Hello, Dark Mega Man X85. How are you doing today? Sorry I haven't been online. I've been very busy. I know that I promised you a net battle, and I promise you we will do it eventually. Just been very busy. Well... Oh yeah, that. Okay. You haven't used this yet. That seems like a net battle? Yes, it's from Mega Man Battle Network. The Legacy Collection recently came out, and it has online play, and while the multiplayer isn't required to 100% any of the games, it is certainly really, really cool, and I love playing with the net battle systems on that. Never actually done any online net battles before. Ah, well, We'll have to show that off one of these days when I get a chance. But for now, we are looking through levels. Why not? We'll try the Wily Challenge. Flies 50, average to amazing, easy to hard. Why not? In any Battle Network game, all of them have the online play, which is nice. So, but it's okay because most people haven't played the online mode. It's only recently that we've been getting a lot of the online stuff like active, which is really nice. And I'd love to show it off and play more, but I have been very busy prepping for Anthro, Ohio. If you haven't heard about that, I suggest looking at my community post about it. If not, here's the rundown. I'm hosting a panel in Anthro, Ohio. I am also helping out a friend with their panel. I'm also submitting stuff to a... brand new, to the charity auction. Not brand new. What am I talking about? So I've been very busy getting all of that prepared. So, like, chat reading today, probably going to be a bit slower than I really want. I just realized we're just playing through a Wily Wars level. Okay, we got that. I'm not paying attention to what I have, so. Yay, water physics snakes. Hello, Cuddly Kong. The music sounds familiar. Is this an 8-bit rendition of something? It is an 8-bit rendition of the Wily Wars, I believe, Mega Water S track, if not one of the Wily Tower themes. We are playing through Mega Water S's stage, though, so that's a little interesting. Like, it's almost as accurate as can be. But we've got some changes to some of these weapons. I could talk about them, or I could just show them. And I think I'd rather just have a conversation with the chat today. So. Mega Water S. Yep, thank you. Thank you, Drew. Wow, Hyper Bomb's actually good. Yeah, I know, right? Not perfect on the enemies, but you don't have everything to work with in Mega Man Maker. You've got to make some concessions somewhere. Hard Knuckle does multi-hit, which is like the coolest thing. I can't remember what button does what, which is like the lamest thing. Hello, Puppy Dog. He says lurk. I see you there, though. Speaking of lurking, if everybody's having a great time today, I'd suggest dropping a like and subscribing if you haven't already, because we are getting real close to 650, and I'm trying my best to keep a good schedule and a good pace for myself, so. This isn't a bad set of weapons, it's just not my preferred pick of weapons. You saw, if you haven't seen the Wily Wars playthrough, by this point in the game I would actually be really, really tired, because I did all of the games back to back. I do like the use of the Mega Man 8 background here. That's originally what threw me off what this stage actually was. And I shouldn't have done that. Sorry for wasting people's time. But today's just kind of a time-wasting kind of day. Gameplay's probably not going to be the most deep thing you've ever seen. Mostly just due to the case that I am very tired, and I have been for the past couple days. I was like, I debated, actually, believe it or not, before I started, if I wanted to do the stream or if I wanted to cancel. And then I thought about it, and I said, no, I want to do the stream. I want to entertain people. Not that it would be bad to cancel the stream, just that I figured I've been making you guys wait a really long time in between stuff. So, you know, better to get some content out there than nothing. And even if I'm not in, like, the most trivia happy mood, I could still, you know, talk and chat. Have a good time. If anybody has any topics, that'd be cool. I'm getting really excited for the Street Fighter 6 stuff. Once that comes out, I plan on doing at least a little bit of a stream, multiplayer around my house, just showcasing stuff, trying to fight you guys on PlayStation. Oh wait, there's crossplay, I don't have to worry about that. Anyways. Me being a goof and all. So, usually I would use Ice against him, but this is Crystal Man, so... I don't have his normal weakness. What did they set it to? Well, he didn't set it to Snake, that's for sure. Oh, Hyper Bomb. I would like to see you as the Bond family from Mega Man Legends NetNavi? Oh, like, do you mean, like, you want to see me design the characters of the, like, the Bond family as NetNavis? I can do that. I can't guarantee that all of them would be a NetNavi. I don't think that would be fair. I actually think I'd have more fun with it if not all of them were NetNavis. I could skip, but then I wouldn't have... There we go. And we beat Crystal Man. I wanted to say Mega Water S because of the music and the stage layout, but hey, beat Crystal Man. I would love to do another art stream and do design stuff. The problem is I've just been so busy that drawing has actually worked for me. Give me just a moment, folks. I've got a phone call coming in. My little brother was giving me his new number. How nice of him. Hello, Casey. Welcome. How's work treating you today? How was the Taco Bell that we got this morning? I like having the button on my mic. Makes things so much easier for setup. You wish you weren't working. I feel that. I do think we've done a good thing, though, so. I am having to use a GameCube controller. This is so wrong. Like, my jump button isn't where I want to be. I don't see him going invisible at all, but... Okay, there's nothing off to the right there. I haven't seen him go invisible. Oh, well, this is just a cooldown stream before we get to X in a couple days. Whenever you're free next. Because I want you to be around for X, because I know you had a lot of fun playing that game, and it'd be a shame to not get your opinion with everything else. Like, you stuck with me throughout every one of those classic games. Like, you have to stick with me for the rest of it. Yeah, but no, today's just kind of a good day. Mostly. Minus the cracked tooth. I should probably talk about that. I have, the back of my tooth decided it wanted to deteriorate, and then my front tooth, because I had to clean up my mouth really, 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 really well to make sure it wasn't infected or anything, wiped away all the enamel on my teeth. So one of my chip tooths on the front of my face is bothering the heck out of me, and then one on the back of my the one on my back of my mouth is giving me a heck of a pain. Here's the thing, though. The one in the front of my face is very minor, like undescribably minor. I think it happened when I hit the ground really hard, long-ass time ago when I was, like 14 or something like that. I don't know. I don't remember. All I know is that I have a little notch in my front tooth. Off to the left. That is, like, barely noticeable. And now my back tooth is just, like... My back left tooth is also, like, messed up. I'm telling you, the left side of my face is just not lucky. Alright. There was no... Oh, you! Sneaky, sneaky! Oh. I could have gotten a free tank there. What was I supposed to do? Oh, gosh. DA0604 says hello, chat. Hello, DA. Welcome. I have no idea who you are right now, but welcome. Dark Onvious Mavakar, welcome. What's up? Welcome. I'm just enjoying some Mega Man Maker. Hope everybody's enjoying. Playing with a really weird controller today, so... Nobody can pronounce your name? I hope I got close. Darkonius Mavakar. Did I get close? If I didn't, that's okay. I just wanted to try for the fun of it. Alright. Either way, it's no big deal. Well, thank you. Good to know. Do I accept level requests? I absolutely do accept level requests. Just note that my skills are not going to be as good as what it was when we did the main Mega Man playthroughs, because I'm playing with a GameCube controller, and it's forcing me to use the analog stick. And it won't let me remap the face buttons, because it wants me to do the D-pad first, and it just does not read it. Just call me Dada? DA works. I'm just not comfortable saying Dada? Like, Dada? Sure. Dada? It seems a little weird. If it's pronounced the way I think it is, that's even weirder. But it's not on you, that's just on my brain going, that could be seen a little weird. Yeah, no, I have some amazing Mega Man skills, believe it or not. The problem is that none of those translates super great into this because of the controller. We did play through the entirety of the classic series, minus a few Chinese exclusives, and I did really well. Like, everybody seemed to be having a great time. It was a great couple of weeks. 20 whole streams. Sometimes two games per vid. It was nice. But now I'm here and I'm like, I've got to use a weird controller. Yeah, sure. Just chuck the ID in there and I'll put it on. Did you play the Wonder Swan base games? I did. I in fact did. I wouldn't have done it any other way. I had to do everything. I know everything there is about the dang lore. Well, most of it. So I'm like, I'm gonna go in order mostly. So. They have designs. They absolutely do. They also have a very interesting story But I can recommend that stream. Luckily, YouTube saves all the streams, so I don't have to be like... And then it's, like, gone forever. I can just be like, and I have a full playlist of all of those videos. I do. I really do. It's called Mega Man Classic. I'm gonna have one called Mega Man X later this week to start the X series. But, yeah. That's how people usually pronounce my name. You know how people say data in a certain way? Yeah, data. Yeah. Oh, okay. I can do that. Data. Cool. Nice to meet you, data. Here's level ID for campaign you made. Ooh. Well, right now we're on the Wily Fortress thing. And if I can't beat this here, I'm probably just going to take a small break. What am I doing? I have an E-Tank. I have 3 E-Tanks. Oh, dang you. There it goes. But I'm totally more than happy to play your stage. Just give me a bit to try the castle here. I only go for about 2 hours on stream, so we should be good to check out a couple people's stages if they've got them. We're gonna use the other E-Tank just for safety. Yeah, no worries, okay, if you don't play him anyhow. Stream's way more important. No, I want to get to it. And this is pretty chill. Yeah, no, I actually get that a lot, that the streams are pretty chill. All the Mega Man characters, which one you like to see as a Net Navi? Well, I've seen a lot of them as a Net Navi, Dark. But I think, honestly, I would really like to see stuff like Gemini Man. I'd love to see the 11 bosses as Net Navi, not just Net Navis, not just Blast Man. I really like seeing them go the other way though. Like, I'd love to see Video Man as a Robot Master. That's just my own pick. You have an ID as well. Great. Thank you. I will do that one after another. Then, just give me a bit to do the castle here. I know the Game Boy Color Mega Man Battle Network game has... GBC Mega Man Battle Network game has a lot of level design differences from the OG Mega Man level designs. I think you mean... Game Boy Color? Oh, GameCube! Oh, thank you. Yes, network transmission is very different. I want to get to the Battle Network games. I'm actually really good at them. I'm getting much better than I was previously. My only major issue with doing them right off the bat is they're long RPGs. And the game has come out right... The Legacy Collection came out right at the wrong time for me, and also the right time. Like... Yeah, so does Wonder Swan, though. In terms of, like, difficulty and whatnot. But, yeah, no, I'd love to do the Battle Network series. It's just didn't come at a great time for me, personally, because I am prepping for a convention here in my home state. It's called Anthro, Ohio. And for this con, I ended up getting commissioned to do a poster and having to do a friend of mine's fursuit. And by the time it was all said and done... like, by the time I'm here now, I'm just... Yeah. Yeah, I can put the poster up for a little bit, but I can't put the... It's got all the info on it, but it's not fully finished yet. I still have to change the font for some of the info. Like, it's all good except for, like, 2 parts. I need to change the font for all the text, except for the main logo. And then Furry's Fursuit needs to be delivered. But I'm doing that Saturday because I can just see him in person and give it to him. It's way more easy to give somebody something. Comic Sans time. Well, I used the Namco font. And Sigma looked at me and said no. That has been a running joke between me and my co-host Casey, who's not here today. Sigma and Sigma. Because he's got the same name as the X-Villain, so I'm like, yeah. Ooh, we got a fun pose. Oh, those missiles take 2. I didn't realize they took 2. Buttons! For reference, it's the Y button on the GameCube and the A button. And then B is my, B is this auto slide. Let me stand up there, Pharaoh Man! Now I don't have your power, because this is Splash Woman's power, but okay. Here, let me put up some of the work-in-progress photos for stuff. That way then... Let's see, what is this linked to? A photo that no longer exists. Cool. So... For starters... This is the fursuit head we made, being... This took me a little bit of time. This was 4 weeks of work and $210. I am an amateur maker. I've only ever made 1 suit, now 2. The hair is magnetic. The hair is magnetic. The hair is also posable in points. The entire inside's lined. It took me a long time. But it's done, and I can give it away, and I don't have to think about it. And then for the poster, which is absolutely gigantic because I had to draw in a ridiculously high resolution for a poster. Yeah. This took me a very long time, shading and all of that. Info's going right down at the bottom on the purple bit there. But that's what I have been up to. Yeah, it's one of those, oh, that's neat. It's also like, oh, that took forever, didn't it? Little jerk. Took my item. Like a... The stage is kind of okay. I'm not sure I'm a fan of it. Ooh, perfect. I will take that. Of course I'm standing in the wrong spot. What is this boss placement? I don't like this stage. I actually really don't like this stage. We might skip this one. Alright. Let's play some levels, shall we? Find levels. Oh. And now I'm going backwards. Yamato Man kill mode. Yeah. You notice they changed his name to Samurai Man in Battle Network 6? For, Thank you for posting that again. Data, I will get to yours in a bit. Find levels. Alright, search. Or is that not how you do it? Find levels. Level ID. Sorry. 548281. I hope you don't mind. I'm probably gonna give feedback for this. Isn't he also just called Japan Man, or am I misremembering? Yamato means Japan. It was the original term for their country, given to them by both. So it's Nipponese and Yamato. Those were both terms to refer to the Japanese people, Japan as a whole, and just the whole country in general. And then it changed to Japan somewhere around... Yeah, it's one of those ancient terms that they changed. But some places still use them. So, like, historically accurate stuff will use Nipponese or Yamato, and the people of Japan refer to themselves as Yamato, the people of Yamato, which is what Japan means. Japanese. It means the people of Yamato, which is really interesting. But, not stuff I have time to talk about today. I'm sure it'd be super important and interesting, but yeah. There's the history behind that. I like the theming right now. It's good. Good choice of music, too. Love Polluted Pump. Nice use of the waterfalls. I like this. It's giving me some real professionalism vibes. I like it. Any stage that gives me professionalism vibes, I'm always like, you did good. You learned from the official makers. Anyhow, these levels try to be as official as possible, hopefully. You've got me fooled, so... Low design is kind of my actual work, so... Oh! Cool! What... Okay, other than Mega Man Maker stages, what else have you worked on? I'm really curious now. That's awesome. That's awesome. I always like to see stuff like that, where it's like, hey, they built a whole game in a game. I have an actual game up on Steam as a demo. Ooh! Give me a link. If it's anything like Mega Man, I will play it for the channel one of these days. It's called... Ooh, yes. I've got a Discord down in the description below. You can put game suggestions in there. You can also tweet at me at GavinDragonYT, which is also a really good way to get a hold of me. Chronobird, welcome! Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good day. Time for some mega making. Absolutely. Alright. So I like the theming here. But there are a few things I would change, personally. It's kind of drab in the color palette department. But if that's what you're going for, like, it works. I just don't think the darkened, cloudy background here meshes super great, but that's me as a person who likes aesthetics. I'm big on color. So, I do like that you've got a little bit of that dynamic storytelling, though, that you've got it starting at a later evening time, and then as you're going through the first part, here it goes darker. That is something I love in levels. I will gush about storytelling and stage design all day long. Trust me, I have. That's basically all I did during the Mega Man 4 run. I was like, and this links to this, and that links to that. Like, I'd point out specific background tiles in 8 and be like, you'll see this again in X4. It's like the exact same city, minorly edited, and it absolutely gets trashed to the ground. And I was like... It blew my co-host's mind, but I was like, yeah, it's just like paying attention to certain aspects. It's super cool. It's super cool, so... Good work so far. You've got me interested. Is this supposed to be some sort of rainwater factory or something? Making a Google form so people can send you custom levels instead of chat. Well, this is kind of a one-off stream, believe it or not, as an in-between thing, but I'll think about it for next time. It's not that I am against using something like that, I just don't have... I just don't really... Usually I'm going through the main games, and I'm talking about lore and history and the video game development cycles of each game, and just how it all functions together and fits. So usually, like, one-off stuff like this isn't normally my forte. But I like doing it. I like showcasing everybody's hard work because, you know, I like interacting with everybody. I don't get out of the house much since this is my job, so... Like, being at home is part of my work, so I can't really complain. Like, if I'm not fursuit making or drawing something, I'm streaming, or I'm prepping something for a stream, or I'm researching the history of a video game so I can tell you guys about it on a stream, or I'm making a video so I don't have to stream that week, which happens once a month. Yes, you can absolutely leave another code, but we'll work on Data's stage next after this. Huh! Upside down. I didn't even know you could do that. Well, ID? It's not your fault. Your forte, but it can be your base. I see what you did there. I like that. When I make levels, I always introduce gimmicks, safety, and then go ham with the setups increasing. Okay. I like the idea of that. Here's some stuff from somebody who has studied the level design. Mega Man stages are built like that, but pay very close attention to how they do it, because they never require mastery after your first pass-through. Generally, Mega Man games will never go as hard as a fan game does with a gimmick. If that makes any sense. If you've ever played something like Mega Man Unlimited and see how fast that ramps up the difficulty in stage gimmicks, you might have noticed that the official games are a bit easier than the fan games. Even if the official game's at the highest difficulty setting, the fan game is still always going to be more difficult. I do like that you've paced this a little better than they did in Mega Man 9, so that has me very happy. Yeah, I will absolutely try to enjoy that. Data says that says that it's typically how you do it when it comes to making Mega Man levels. That is absolutely how you do it. That's how a majority of people do it. I also looked into why that most people do it that way. Because if you notice, it's a running, recurring theme. Oh, come now. A little tricky. I don't think I can blame this one on the game, though. I think it's just the controller being very difficult for me to get used to. I could have also done it like that. Yeah, no, I hope everybody is enjoying the stream today. Where were the other two water droplets? I guess I didn't have to pay attention to the water droplets. I could have just watched. You wish you could send your codes? I'm sorry. It's alright, Case. We'll do it again when you're in person. That way then you can tell me all about the history of your stage. I'll have to show off the Mega Man X mod for this game as well, because it's really cool. Yeah, it didn't drop the first two. Or it did, it was really quick. Bam. Oh boy. Yeah, no, this is fun. I'm falling. Alright, this room is a bit much. I would have toned it down with the spikes on the right wall. Not because I died to them, but because that is really actually tricky. But the thing about Mega Man stage design is you have to know when to ease up off the player. When to give them breaks and rests. The enemy placement here is fantastic. I don't think I've seen something do it not as well, but, you know, as elegantly. Because, like, I've seen a lot of really cool stuff. I've also seen me fail really hard at this. But I can't wait to talk about all these stages, because I really do love critiquing stage design. I love understanding the intricate ins and outs. It's not the only thing I like. Like, I will critique character design, stage design, boss design, animation work. I can critique it. I've worked in a couple of these fields. It's just a matter of where am I mentally at by the time I get to certain things. Like, this feels like we're getting close to the end of the stage. And if we're not, the stage is probably a little bit too long, but it's going ham with the gimmicks and stuff, so I can't say I'm not having fun. So that is a positive. That is a huge positive. Oh, good. And it is right at the end of the stage. Now that was a good stage. Are they using Pumpman's theme? They are using Pumpman's theme. And I'm using the death of myself as a shield. I need to remember I have an E-Tank. I can use that when I get real low on health. Got 3 of them. Why do I keep ending up with more E-Tanks than I truly need? Once again, most of the skill problems here are just weird controller. So, let's scroll up and look at Data's code. Yeah, I'll give that one a like. I enjoyed that one. Huh. Back. Level ID. Let's see what we got here. 548143. Return to Wily's Fortress. Let's get started here. Another really highly rated one. I hope I put in the right code, everybody. Let's begin. Lots of good weapons. A lot of Mega Man 8. Some 5 for Game Boy. 8 music. Good. Already, I'm liking the more vibrant color palette here. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Question mark. Is this what I think it is? I didn't even read the title. I think this is just literally a Wily stage. Question mark. Anyways. I'm never gonna stop making that, like, joke. That is, like, the funniest thing to me. Just like I start getting onto something, I'm just like, wait a minute. Something's a little different here. It feels like some 8-stage design. That felt like something out of Mega Man and Bass. Not because it was bad, just because. Well, nice job recreating it, if that's what this is. Ooh. Now, this I know wasn't in... Wasn't in Mega Man 8, because there was no E-Tanks in Mega Man 8. Okay, so I could see this as like a reimagining version of it. Should probably get around to using my weapons properly. Get back in the gel of it. I haven't played games in a little bit, so... We've been playing a lot of fighting games around the house lately. Bloody Roar, Bloody Roar 2, we've recently tried 3. It's a remix to try and make it more in line with something like Mega Man 9 or 10. But you're hitting 9 in terms of some of this difficulty here. So that's fascinating that you've done this. Now, is it my... 9 is never one that I think to strive for. Mostly due in part to some of the... What I feel are lesser decisions from Mega Man 9. Mostly the reuse of certain assets and... I didn't even know that was a feature of the weapon. It has the same pushing technique as the wind gust we saw in that last stage. I didn't even know. I was just like, okay, we'll use this. This is what I get for staying away from the fan game scene for a little bit too long. I've forgotten what everybody decided these weapons' secondary functions should be. Oh... is being a great time, though. Okay, and it goes in whichever way I'm looking. Now, I know this isn't something you can do in Mega Man Maker, but some of these enemies are very spongy. Spongy enemies aren't normally the way to go in terms of difficulty. So here's a spot where I would put a checkpoint. Like, those first couple rooms are actually on par with difficulty in terms of something like Mega Man 9. So I would give it a checkpoint relatively soon. A door works as well. There's that checkpoint I wanted so badly. Shade Man and another boss storm. Alright. I like that you kept on theme. We've got a pink-purplish stage, and we've got a pink-purplish boss. Let's see here. You can't fly in a storm. Okay. Wrong button. Once again, gameplay is not going to be the best for me, but I'm trying to grade these levels based on what I'm feeling on their vibe. I'm fine with them not playing around with that. Hello, Skylar. Welcome. Hope you're doing pretty well today. I'm doing fine myself. I've been very busy preparing for Anther, Ohio this year. Give me a moment here. Well, that's nice. I haven't streamed in a couple days, so I'm rather busy here working on stuff. Giving him a weakness would be nice. Am I going to FWA? I will not be anywhere near Georgia, Florida, anytime soon. That drive last year for Megaplex was very heck on me. My first con for the year is Anther, Ohio. The next thing that that's on my plate is a wedding in New York, and then after that I'm going to be preparing for, I believe it's Colossal Con here in Ohio, and then after that we're doing MFF, Denver and then MFF. And that is the order I'm doing things this year, I believe. People just love using Shade Man. Almost every stage we use, I think we've seen today, has used Shade Man to some degree. And down he goes. But I will not be at Furry Week in Atlanta. I will not be anywhere near Georgia. So, womp womp, sorry. I just don't have the funds for it. Interesting way to do things. I like the way the stage is moving so far. I like that it's not just a one and done thing. I can't really grade it based on weapon. I can grade some of the weapon choices here as not being my personal favorite. It's like, there's, some of these have utility, but it didn't feel like Shade Man really had a weakness. Which I think hurts the stage just a little bit, just because it makes the newcomers to the game struggle more. For no real reason other than difficulty. Okay. Well, that was user error on my part. How far back that put me? Okay. Well, not too far back. Not exactly where I want to be. Not too far back. So stage layouts and stage designs, as long as somebody is learning from their past mistakes on stages, believe it or not, they can become better at making stages. Effecty, welcome. Hope you're having a great day. Welcome to the stream. And it's nice to meet you, if I haven't met you already. Name doesn't ring a bell to me, so... But who knows? She could be somebody from Telegram or something. The flash bomb or the water? I think you're talking. I believe you're talking about water. No, you couldn't be talking about salt water, so it would be dive missile. I'm silly. Oh, flash bomb. That's fair. The only reason I didn't give Shademan a weakness is that in the original stage you encountered Base, and I didn't think he had a weakness. Charge shots. Regardless of if a boss has a weakness or not, it makes sense for Base because he's a playable character in later titles. However, here, it just seems like an artificial way to lengthen your stage. So, don't worry about being accurate if you're trying to do a remix. When doing a remix, do a remix. If it would be better stage design and stage layout for something to have a weakness, give it a weakness. You don't have to worry about being 100% accurate. This stage had enough new in it for me to be very pleased with its design. And aesthetically, you've got me impressed. A big boss room and a devil. Oh. Nice stand-in for the Green Devil, though. Lots of room to play around with the fight. I always love it when people give me more room to play with the Yellow Devil. So, you've already won me over with that alone, right there. Casey, if you're talking about the one that homes in, it's Dive Missile. That one's the flash bomb right there. But Data, please, keep designing levels. These are lovely. Try something more unique next time, though. Don't just remix what you got. Look to improve. The main goal of any level designer would be to get better levels as the game progresses, so... It's something you can actually see in Mega Man titles, although not all of them. Specifically X7. If you notice, the later levels have better stage design than your first 8, and even the intro stage. Stuff like Mega Man X8 has really good level design, in my honest opinion, because you've got way more room to play with than the different characters. So, when it comes to stage design and stage layouts, give yourself more credit and more time to really iron out what you need. Pick a couple gimmicks and go with it. You picked a few spongy enemies, I would say tone it down. Have one spongy enemy that you use a little bit more sparsely. Have 2 or 3 easier to hit enemies that are just, you know, cannon fodder. And give it one like hard to hit enemy that might not always go down with the buster. That way then you're sticking with 5 to 6 enemies total, and you've stuck with one gimmick per stage, so that way then you can really exploit that gimmick. 1 or 2 gimmicks is about the max you can do. 3 and you just become a jumbled mess. You can really see that in not many of the Mega Man games do it, but Yoshi's Island actually does some really terrible stuff with some of their gimmicks where they'll introduce a gimmick, it'll be one stage, and that'll be it. But I liked this stage. Let's see how many other stages you've done. 24! Please, continue making stages. I would love to see more. Let's try that other code real fast. 548972. Alright. Technoshock Tower. Let's give it a go. But so far, really liking all the stages so far. I like Yoshi's Island, but there are some level design I don't like. There's some level design things I don't like there, and most of it have to do with gimmicks. It's not because I hate the gimmicks, it's because the gimmicks generally hurt the stage layout. I'll keep it up on a critique. Well, thank you. I hope you stick around the channel, too, because there's a lot of other games that you can learn stage layouts and stage design from. Alright, why does this keep coming up? And that's still showing up. If one of my mods could please help me out with that, I really don't want to have to remove the... every message. There. Hello, Drew! Welcome. I know you're already here, but I might need a new mod for today. I don't know if I really have anybody else. Let's see here. Flag. Report user. There we go. That should have taken care of it. Let me double check here. If we can get some... I've deleted a majority of that, but it's still leaving one on there, and I don't like having that on there. Hang on. Hello! Hey, Dark, could you mind spamming a few things real quick? We had somebody come in here with a very insensitive name and profile picture, and it's just generally very rude. Yeah, just spam a few things. It goes for all chat members. Just spam a few friendly things. Kind words. Stuff that, you know, doesn't hate on anybody. That would be fantastic. If my co-host Casey was here, she'd take care of all of that for me. I don't allow hateful people on my channel. I haven't said anything about the stage on this one. Oh, thank you. Just keep it coming until we get these last 3 off my screen, because... Oh, yeah, that works. You know what? Let's just keep the conversation going. Drew, Data, anybody else watching right now? How's your day going? Anything good happening? Any new games being played? Anybody played Resident Evil 4 Remake? I haven't gotten around to it yet, personally. Has anybody played Mega Man 11 in the past several days? Battle Network Legacy, how is everybody enjoying that? Literally anything to get the ridiculous, hateful people off my screen. That'd be cool. Did you like Flower Storm Fortress? I enjoyed that stage. That was that first one I played, right? Right now I'm just playing through this one. It's alright. It's not bad. There's a lot of gimmicks to it. But I'm having to get used to roll, and yeah. Ah, Crypto, the super dog. Cool. Now that's something I can get behind. Superman's dog? Nothing bad happens there. This is a Mega Man game. Yes, it is. It's a Mega Man fan game, Crypto. Pleasure to have you. So I'm not sure if I'm going to stream tomorrow, but possibly the day after that. Once I get all of my commission stuff done and worked out, I will be... Oh, nice! Yeah, Mega Man Maker was being worked on right around the time I was getting out of the fan game scene, so... For me personally, I didn't do any sprites for this game. I didn't have any involvement with it. I knew it was a thing. I knew who was working on it. But I didn't ever touch it. Okay. I just have to take one last double check here. And it still hasn't caught up with this. Give me just a moment to refresh this. Or see if I even can. Hey, that did it. I think that did it. And now my chat just cleared. Hello, Sylvian! Hello, Space Boy! And hello, Anacondria. Anacondria? Dria? I don't know how to say. How's everybody doing? DA, how would you feel if you played big stage consisting of multiple mini-levels? Though if you don't have much time and or anyone else... I could give it a shot. Anacondria, my day's okay. We had a little hiccup there with somebody, but we're going okay. Jarkonia says... I'm pretty sure you can straight up delete message... I did, and for some reason my thing didn't refresh. So, luckily we've got it blocked and done and taken care of. This boy says, sup, ever ask yourself if Extreme 1 is canon? It is. Space Boy says, nice. Dark says, gaming. Beat the game twice long ago and question canonicity of the game. Dark says, YouTube moment, yes. Yes, no, Mega Man Extreme 1 is canon, and I'll get to why that is in a bit. It's actually referenced, the island incident, MIDI and tempo are both, and techno are referenced in later X games. They are canon. These levels are all part of a larger Mega Man Maker campaign. I made 8 full mesh stages and 4 Wily stages. Nice. As for the mini stage question, I actually like that idea. Although yeah, I'll give that one a go next. We're only gonna go for about 2 hours today. I'm really hoping everybody who's come in can subscribe and stick around. Yeah. Hi, Liam! How you doing? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm the weather cat, I guess. But glad to see you, Liam. What's the game about? You build your own levels or what? You build your own levels and then play them. It's got it's got Super Mario Maker style challenges called the Wily Challenges. You can play as different characters like Roll, Bass, Proto Man, and Mega Man. You can give them different abilities. You can give them different weapons. You pick the backgrounds, the stage layouts, everything. It's more customizable than most of the other than Mega Man, Super Mario Maker. So yeah, you were 100% right on the whole making stages thing. Right now, I'm just playing through some of the audience levels because yeah. And there are mods for this game that allow you to use X characters, and that changes the way you play the game. There are mods that let you play as a different fan game sprite set. It's really cool. This fan game is one of the best. I mean, Mega Man is Capcom, so... And they did try to do a Mega Man Maker. It was called Mega Man Universe, and it didn't come out because of Keiji Inafune leaving and just Capcom being in a terrible place when it was made, and a lot of the assets for that are used, but I can't actually link to any of them because I will get a DMCA from Capcom, because most of them were stolen from a giant Giga Leak or something like that. I would love to show you the remixes, though. They're really good. Yes, somebody did mod Sigma and Vile into this game. Mega Man Powered Up did have an editor, yes, and that, it's just a shame that it just now went down, and there still isn't a re-release of it. Oh, dodge roll would have been nice there. I understand not wanting your players to cheese their way through stages, but removing a function of roll here with the dodge roll is a little risky. But not bad level layout. I liked that. That was really good. That was actually a lot better than their last stage, in my honest opinion. Is the Lord of Weather. Make it snow in the south during May when it's 83 degrees outside. Oh, God. Liam, I love that. I love that attitude to have. It's just great. No, but Space Boy, it'd be Capcom that would make it. Nintendo has no bearing on Capcom. And I am A-okay with fan games like this existing. Oh, boy. I wouldn't burn the world for the funnies. Well, Space Boy, that's all that's here in this fan game, so... It's not official, but it's fun. It's also in Powered Up. I keep forgetting that Powered Up exists, and it's one of my favorites. I just never come back to it for the Maker stage stuff. I have stages on there, but, yeah. With the servers being shut down, it's hard for me to just be like, yes, and I recommend you guys play it for that specific service. Powered Up's cute, and it's great, and I love it. Speaking of Powered Up, though, here recently, the board game. Has anyone made a fan server yet? There are no fan servers, but every single stage has been backed up and is playable. Because they were saved as save files. So all it took was downloading a bunch of save files and sorting through it. Didn't take very long. Just a few 100,000 levels. Can I turn in? Oh. I have slow mode on, just to avoid the spammers. I don't have anything against anybody, just don't like spamming. Not that much anyways. Sometimes it's useful, sometimes it's necessary, but, oh, God. Yeah, please don't make me think of that. That sounds awful. But, no, I think, honestly, the Powered Up's a really good game. But, they put the board game recently on the Steam Workshop page. Fans decided to, put it on for tabletop sim, so I might have to do the Mega Man board games soon. That's okay. You don't have to be a big fan of it. I just really like it. I kind of like that they focused on just the 8-bit stuff for this. Not because I prefer it, I actually have way more affinity for stuff like 7. But, it makes it easier to crank out these sprites and crank out the bosses and stage design. And stage assets. That was really fun, I liked that one. I think we'll do one more stage, and then we're gonna turn it in for the day. Mostly because dealing with people is sometimes a bit much for me, and I do have to get back to... I have to edit the poster with the info still, and yeah. I've just got some other stuff I gotta get done today, so I can't be all day on stream. I'm glad you did! I'm glad I got to. We'll do one more stage. What is Gun Thrill Man? Let's see here. We'll give this a go. Dodge roll enable and charge broom enabled. You've got some lovely 8 music here. Ooh. For as much as I love roll, we haven't shown off Bass or Proto Man yet today. Hi, Zenny! I'm perfectly content with where we're at right now. I've got Mega Man back. Capcom's on the rise. Good games exist. I don't have to be scrounging to play retro games anymore. But hi, Zenny. How you doing? Hello, the bottom text. I really like this stage so far. I wish we were on the actual board, but it's cool. Yeah, no, if we were back in 2010, I wouldn't be making videos like this. Ooh, secret. Well, that was just silly. No, this is Oil Slider. This is a weapon that allows Mega Man to slide across with the Oil Slider, and then damage people with the board, and then you can hop off it by pressing up and jump, or jump 2 times here. Yeah, no, if it was 2010, I wouldn't be making content, because I would still be too young to be making content. There's a right age for me to be making content, and that's now, not then. A lot of my opinions weren't fully formed back when I was 10, so, yeah. Now I'm 23, and I have a bit more of a comprehension of the world. I'm glad everybody's having a great time, though. I wasn't expecting today to get a whole lot of views. I wasn't really expecting today to get much of anything. What weapons do I have other than Oil Slider? Anything that'll help me? Yes and no. Okay. Alright, we'll try it this way. Oh, shoot. You're practicing Fortnite? Oh, I guess, well, Casey's at work right now, which is why she's not streaming with me today. Which is a shame, but, I mean, she needs to make a living too, so. Yeah, that is a game you will never see me play, and there has to be a Mega Man, you know, official Mega Man supported stuff in Fortnite to see me even touch the game. Like, that takes a lot. Alright, I think we could do this. This is an interesting stage. I don't like that they use Oil Slider, but the stage design here is at least interesting. Sylveon, we already played the DOS games. We already filed those games away. That was the last stream last week. Good try, though. Good try. Oh. I didn't even know that was an item. Alright, game. Holy cow. Matos isn't done with us. There is a fan game remake of the DOS games. The only thing is I haven't... It's a very old remake from quite some time ago, and it reuses a lot of sprites and assets from the official games. And it's not a bad remake, but it is very old, which is the main reason I don't want to touch it, because it's hard to get working and working reliably. But maybe once we're done with X, I can go back to the I can go to the DOS remake and give it a go. I held back and it literally just killed me in place. Alright. This is great. Everybody's so... Oh, so in a good mood. Which is great. A few more checkpoints would be nice. Oh, if you don't hide something here. Hello, Drew, welcome back. I hope I managed to take care of that problem from last time. Since it's just me today, it's a little harder for me to get rid of all of the major issues that come my way. Okay. Okay, we could totally make that. I feel like these portions of the stages needed to be more. Oh, it's not done yet. What do those arrows mean? I'm so conflicted and confused. They are a little cheap. I don't know. I don't know exactly what's going on in this stage or why. It is going on a bit longer than I really want. I just don't feel like I'm making progress. When people make these really long stages, it's hard to feel like you're making progress after enough time. Sometimes it's just like, well, I'm doing it. But do I feel rewarded while doing it? And that is a small bit of the struggle between stage design. Oil Man challenges weren't this hard. Okay. Well... Oh, I think we missed one of Data's stages. Didn't he give me one? Oh. There it is. I forgot about that one. I'm sorry. 905. Let's see. Yep. Mega Man 2, Mega Mix Part 1. Ooh. Yeah. Chart disabled, slide disabled. Alright, we're back to Mega Man 1. Okay, so we're remixing the boss select. I'm assuming that's like accident. It's not enough pointless, Oh, nice! We're bringing in the Sheepman tiles. Needed Crashman's thing there. As somebody who was born in 2000, it's not really worth worrying about. Comfort animal sheep paralysis is sheep man. Great. I like that response. I like the thought of that. Yeah. Wishing you were born in the 90s or something different is just kind of silly. Because in my honest opinion, everybody's here right where they belong right now. You don't have to go back in time. There were parts of the past that people romanticize, but then there's other parts of the past that are just awful. Like dysentery. You don't hear about people dying of dysentery. So you don't want to go back in time to when there was dysentery. I'd say like the bubonic plague or something, but technically it's still around. It's just we don't deal with it as seriously anymore. There are still a lot of good things in the world today. So if you're like, oh, I wish I was born this day, just don't worry about it. Because 9 times out of 10, you're right where you belong. Even if it doesn't feel like that in the moment. Because you can still enjoy most of the fruits of the labor of the past years in the year you're currently in. Believe it or not, me and my friends did this thing where we played one game. It was called Tower of Druaga. It is a arcade game that had a remake on the PC Engine / TurboGrafx. We did a thing where we decided collectively to not look at guides, to not look at walkthroughs, and just play the game and feedback off each other like it was 1982 and we were hot off the heels of the arcades. No strategy guides yet or anything. And we had a really fun time doing that. So yeah, don't worry about it. Asthma. Okay, well, what I have to say to that is, don't shoot me down just because there's one problem in the world. Notice how many we've solved in the time since. There were things like the AIDS crisis, and now it's a treatable disease. You know, there were problems. I couldn't be open or happy with who I was if I was born in the 90s. And that's just the truth of it. If I was living in 1990, I just wouldn't have that. That's not a bad thing, it's just kind of how it is. Alright. Not to put anybody else down. So far, I'm enjoying what I'm playing. I love the input lag here. I'm sure the microphone's picking up at least a little bit of my controller. It's kind of like the argument, if the world is flat, it doesn't matter. You'd still have to do your job tomorrow. Like, sorta... I remember this from a comic I read online, and it was silly, but it was, like, perfect. It's like, the world not be flat, and if it was, your taxes would still be due tomorrow. They're still stealing your hard-earned funds, yarr! And that that quote right there is just perfect, because it's like, yeah, you're right. It doesn't matter. It's silly fun, but it doesn't matter. It's okay to just live in the moment and be okay with things. And that's what a lot of people don't understand, is that you can actually be okay with just existing every now and again. What makes it matter is the people around you. Oh boy, I sure do love existing! I love that answer. I'm gonna read that out like Patrick. Oh boy, I sure do love existing! Oh boy, 3 AM! Anyways, he broke Bubble Man. Breaking Bubble Man aside, this stage does seem pretty good. Alright, we got Bubble, we go to Heat. Vanishes into the void. Well, don't vanish before you leave a like on the vid. Okay? You got stuck on the spikes. Yeah. They're like, you know, the bristled, plants? Except, instead of the bristle sticking to you, you stick to the plant. Please don't tell me you did that. I don't want to. No. Oh boy. Okay, that's fair. It is a remix of Mega Man 2. I understand it. Oh. Now I understand even less. Oh, that's good. Yeah, you're right, Zenny. Those are cat issues per day. I don't like Mega Man 2 very much. I'm gonna be honest. My favorite out of the main 6 is 6. My more recent favorite is 11, and I like 10 a lot, so... And I just fell through that one, okay. I don't have to imagine coughing up a fur ball. I worked on a fursuit. I do that on the daily. It's one of those, oh, yeah, I don't have to think about that. It just happens. Of course, it's Crash Bomb. How do you shed? Well, when your hair gets real long, it falls out. Because it gets tangled up and stuff. That's how a lot of people end up accidentally shedding. This is really fun. Although it is quite long for a final stage today. But hey, I'm not complaining. I actually am enjoying this so far. It's a nice little recap of everything we've seen in Mega Man so far. Oh, nice use of the Game Boy blocks. I was wondering if you were going to throw in any elements from the Game Boy game, since all of the 2 bosses did show up there. Oh, nice. You even got the water down there. You've got a real attention to detail with this stage, I must say. Darkwing Duck was okay. But you're right, I wasn't a fan of most of them. I've heard good things about the Sega Disney games, but I'm not that picky when it comes to my games, so... But yeah, later this week I'll be getting the Mega Man X. I'll be trying to do New Super Luigi U as well. As long as Casey is free for both of those, they should go off without a hitch. But I also don't want to interrupt her work schedule, and I do have things I personally need to get done. Free. This probably isn't gonna go well. I'm down to, like, what, one hit? Yeah, saw that coming. You don't do that, you shouldn't do that, you can't do that, why, etc. Yeah, I understand that. I can understand that reasoning behind it. What bad stage there wasn't bad? Oh, nice attempt to do the big guys. Okay, Drew, well, I hope you had fun. We'll be finishing up here in about 10-ish minutes or so. Whenever I can get this done. Right, I have item 1. What am I doing? It's a very long stage to end on, but I'm having fun. Here's hoping I don't get a copyright strike for Roll's theme. Because I believe Roll's theme was used in one of the stages that I've played thus far, and I know that song gets really awkwardly copyright claimed sometimes. Like, sometimes it's without the music, sometimes it's just the music. No, you cannot. It is a PC exclusive fan game. However, Mega Man Battle Network Chrono X is playable on mobile devices. I can't defeat Airman or Windman because it's Windman because this game's got an eclectic mix of bosses. You can't defeat low-budget Airman. Oh, boy. I'm not sure if I'm actually going to finish this in time today. I'm running out of steam for now. I don't know if anybody can tell, but... Can't defeat 1940s Airman. I like Windman. Windman's cool. Especially his net-navy design. Not so much his operator. Don't like the operator there, but I do like... Windman's look, design, and the style change is really cool too. Decent? Oh, okay. Well, Sylvian, what is your favorite design for a net-navy then? Which one's your favorite net-navy design? 1, 2, 3, 4, I'm 5 bosses down. Okay, we just got Airman. Let's go get Crashman done. Shadow Man? Okay. I mean, at least you'll like one of them, right? The anime is free on YouTube right now, via the Capcom official channel, and the games are $30 for 3 of them. Why does it sound like somebody's in... Oh, hey, Blue.
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm okay.
Just okay, or...?
Just okay.
Well, it's good to hear from you. Chat's asking if it's on there subbed or dubbed. It's dubbed, but the Japanese version is also on YouTube as well. So, Blue, anything interesting happening lately?
No, not really.
You excited for Anther, Ohio?
If I can go, yeah.
Oh.
With my whole situation now, I don't know if I can go.
I'm sorry.
I mean, I can go, but I just... Sammy was supposed to go for longer than a day, but now he's not.
He's not going at all?
He's going, but just for a day.
Oh. I mean... I'll have a really cramped house this year, but if you want, you can come with me. Luckily, I'll have everything done this time before you show up. But...
Well, that's the thing, I just don't, you know, I don't have a ride.
I know. I gotta pick up Sheba, though.
Ugh.
Yeah. I'm Sheba's ride, I'm Casey's ride, Brent's. I'm basically kind of doing everybody this year.
Wow.
I didn't mean to, I'm doing a lot this year.
Oh, I'd really like to go, but I think it just might be a day this year.
Okay, well, that's fair. I was curious on your full thoughts on Fev's head, though, since I know you've gotten to see all the preview images.
I'm proud of you. I really am.
Took me 4 weeks. It is...
Hey, that's great.
I'm just glad I got it done for her, because I wanted to thank his mom for, you know, her mom for being so nice and whatnot. I was like, well, I know she's got a suit head sitting there that hasn't been furred yet. And it's been sitting for 3 years. I better do something, because I can. Wouldn't be a mean gesture at all. So I taught Casey and Fev how to sew and how to take care of a fursuit, and went from there. I'm just glad it's finally done. I know I didn't shave it, but it's done.
You might want to try getting a little bit shaved.
I've got a little bit of it down, but I don't want to do the whole thing, because I'm a little worried about messing it up, and I'm also, like, this far along. It's kind of hard to redo anything.
Yeah. What do you mean? It'll just grow back.
Sure.
I mean, that's a common misconception.
Have you ever seen anybody do that? Shave their fursuit head thinking it'll grow back?
No, not intentionally.
Oh, I'm sure there's a story there.
I mean, just, you know, besides the accidental oops. And the joke, oh, it'll grow back.
I know Argent gave me a few tips on shaving it down. So I might try to, but for now I'm kind of done, unless they want me to do that later. Because I've still got a tail to make, and a pre-made badge to make and print out. And then I got my badges to print out, and then I'll be ready, but helping out with the Sigma's poster for his panel, basically he was like, okay, and you have to do this, and you have to do this. And I'm like, okay, great. And I accepted that and Fev's fursuit head all at the same time, so.
Wow.
The panels all just got announced today, so I'm like, great, I gotta finish the poster now. I have all of the text, all the info. I'll get to it eventually.
The night before again?
Not the night before again. I'm gonna get it done. I'm gonna have the tail done and the badges printed this week. And that'll be everything done for it, because the poster's getting done later today.
So, oh, I don't know what. I don't know where I thought was going, never mind.
I keep thinking I'm doing a good job, and then he comes out of nowhere and hits me. And dead. Well, that worked. Oh, I forgot to ask the level maker if they ended up actually keeping on Proto Man's double damage. I haven't really noticed. I know I'm taking a lot more damage than I normally do, but I'm so out of it today. We worked for a good 8 hours yesterday on the head, so. Proto-Man does have the double damage. Good to know. See you later, Space Boy. Oh, also, Blue, I got some good news. We finally gotten around to... I finally got around to Truman, I think, and he's gonna stop hating himself for once.
Good. It's a matter of time. I mean, a lot of us go through it, and hopefully he's out of it.
No, he was disliking himself for a really stupid reason, so I basically, me and Casey put a stop to it, because we were getting tired of skirting around stuff to please him.
Sure. Okay.
Because we knew it wasn't us, it had to be him, because he's the one who's been real irritable and angry at every little thing, and yeah, after last night, he let out some crying, and I think he's doing a little better now. He seemed a lot happier this morning, which was a good sign. Alright. The bottom text, we already debunked all that. I made some very, very long videos, the bottom text. Tank. And did it. Okay. Oh, thank God, just an energy element. That was a very long stage, Data. But it was pretty good. I would shorten it for sure, but nicely done. I think that's where I'm gonna end it for today, though, because I've been going for a little over 2 hours. I hope everybody enjoyed today's video. I have been your humble host. If you want to help out the channel, feel free to subscribe, drop a like, follow me on Twitter at GavinDragonYT. If you really want to help even more than that, I also have a PayPal on your screen or in the description below. Definitely not required. Also in the description, there's a Discord, an art dump on Telegram, and any other links I may need to give out. They'll be set to click on after the video gets done processing on YouTube's end, and I'll see you guys in either tomorrow or a couple days with the next game for the week. So, good night, everybody.